Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Gleek collection from Glam Polish. These are releasing on July 3rd. There are 9 polishes in this collection, all inspired by the TV show Glee. So I will link Glam Polish down below where you guys can check these out, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called True Colors, and this is a lighter pink hollow. So here's one coat. This one covers almost completely in one coat. I can still see my nail line, and I can still see through it quite a bit. The formula on this is fantastic, like I've said, and I think just about every video I've done with Glam Polish, I'm never disappointed with the formulas. They're always super smooth, super easy to apply. So there is one coat. So here is 2 coats. This one does cover completely on 2 coats, and it makes the color just a little bit darker. This also has some blue flakies in it that don't really stand out in the bottle, but you can definitely see them on the nail. So there is 2 coats of True Colors. The next polish is called Respect, and this is a kind of medium, maybe a little on the deep side, purple hollow with a ton of silver holographic glitter mixed in. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well in the first coat. It's a little bit sheer. I can still see through it, see through the nail line. I can see where the color is sheer. So it's going to need 2. The formula on this is super smooth, super easy to apply. I'm probably going to say that for all of these. It doesn't feel gritty at all, even though there is a good amount of micro glitter in there. You can't feel it. It still feels like a smooth polish. So there is one coat. So here's 2 coats. This one builds up really nicely to cover completely on 2 coats. It does dry just a tiny bit dull. You will want a good top coat to help make it shiny and to smooth it out because it can feel a little tiny bit textured because of all that micro glitter. So there is 2 coats of Respect. The next polish is called Girl on Fire, and this is an amazing kind of orangey red hollow. This also seems to have a little bit of gold, like a glass fleck shimmer, but those don't show up as much in the bottle as they do on the nail. That's how I miss the blue kind of glass fleck flaky shimmers in True Colors, because you really don't see them until they get it on the nail. So here is one coat. This one actually covers really, really well on the first coat. It's nearly a 1-coater. I can still see through to my nail line a little bit, so I'm going to do a second. Again, great formula, no complaints, super smooth, super easy to apply. So there is one coat. So here's 2 coats. This one covers completely on 2 coats. It does dry just a tiny bit dull, so you will want a good top coat to help make it shiny. It does look like there might be some little gold kind of glass fleck or flaky shimmers in there, but they are kind of hard to pick out on the nail as well. So there is 2 coats of Girl on Fire. The next polish is Bohemian Rhapsody. This is kind of a raspberry hollow with a bunch of holographic silver micro glitter. So here's one coat. This one covers really well. On the first coat, it's a little bit thin. I can see through it, and I can definitely see my nail line, so I am going to do a second. Again, fantastic formula. It doesn't feel gritty at all, which usually when you have something with a lot of micro glitter in it, you can just kind of feel the micro glitter as you apply it, but this feels super, super smooth. I also just noticed the huge chunk of cotton ball on my pinky finger. So there is one coat. So here is 2 coats. This one covers completely in 2 coats. I actually can't think of a Glam Polish that I have that's not opaque in 2 coats. I think they're all 2-coaters, at least the ones that I have. They also dry really, really fast. All of these included. Every Glam Polish that I've had is dried fast, so it's only 2 coats and they dry super fast, so they make for a really fast manicure. So there is 2 coats of Bohemian Rhapsody. The next polish is called Rehab, and this is kind of a tealy blue with a holographic silver micro glitter. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. I can still see through it, and I can see my nail line, so it is going to need 2. Again, great formula. It feels really smooth despite the micro glitter in there. So there is one coat. So here's 2 coats. This one builds up to cover completely in 2 coats. I think I described this one as a teal with holographic silver micro glitter, but it is a holographic teal with holographic silver micro glitter. So there is 2 coats of Rehab. The next polish is called Take On Me, and this is almost like a salmon-y pink hollow, but this also has some pink kind of glass fleck flaky shimmers in it. So here is one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. I can still see through it a bit, and I can see my nail line, so it is going to need 2. And you can pick out the pink flakies in here pretty easily if you tilt your nail a little bit. They're not as difficult to pick out as the gold ones were in Girl on Fire. So there is one coat. So here is two coats. This one covers completely. In two coats, I was kind of skeptical whether this one was going to because it seems to be the sheerest on the first coat. It might just be because it's lighter though. But it did cover completely in two, and again, super smooth, super easy formula. So there is two coats of Take On Me. The next polish is called Firework, and this is kind of a tealy green hollow with some green or blue or greeny blue kind of glass fleck flaky shimmers in it. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's still pretty sheer. This one and Take On Me are probably the sheerest on the first coat. Fantastic formula though, super smooth, super easy to apply. So there is one coat. So here is two coats. This one does cover completely in two coats. The blue glass flecks do stand out pretty well, and this does dry a little bit dull, so you will want a good top coat. So there is two coats of Firework. The next polish is River Deep Mountain High, and this is kind of a reddy pink hollow with the silver holographic micro glitter mixed in. So here's one coat. This actually covers really well on the first coat. It is going to need two because I can still see through it a little bit, but I wasn't expecting it to cover so well. Again, fantastic formula, super smooth despite the micro glitter. When I say smooth, I mean the application. You will still want to top coat it because the micro glitter can make it a little bit gritty. So there is one coat. So here's two coats. This one covers completely on two, though it was nearly opaque in one. It just deepened the color and covered up a little bit of nail line that I had. Again, fantastic formula. All of these will dry a little bit dull. The ones with micro glitter will dry a little bit textured, so I recommend top coat, for everything ever, but especially for these. So there is two coats of River Deep Mountain High. And the last polish is called Take a Bow, and this is almost like a darker periwinkle-y hollow with some pinky purple glass fleck kind of shimmers. So here's one coat. This one is a little bit sheer on the first coat, but it should build up in two. Again, fantastic formula. I've always had great formulas from Glam Polish. So there is one coat. So here's two coats. Two coats covers completely, and it deepens the color quite a bit as well. Again, great formula, does dry a little bit dull, so you will want a good top coat. I don't know if you can pick out those little pink flakies in there, but I can see them a little bit. So there is two coats of Take a Bow. So my favorite in this collection is Girl on Fire. I really, really like this orangey red hollow. I have a lot of hollows, I see a lot of hollows, but these kind of bright fiery orangey red colors I don't see in hollows very often, and if I do, they're not a very strong hollow. This is that fiery orangey red, but it also has a very, very strong hollow, which isn't something that you see very often in these kinds of colors, so this is by far my favorite. So again, the Gleek collection releases on July 3rd. I will link Glam Polish down below where you guys can check these out. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.